Have you ever found out that you were underpaid? And if so, how did you first become aware of it?
Yeah, so 15 years ago, I went to a happy hour and a colleague of mine in the same job as me told me their salary. They were being paid 23% higher than me. I was shocked, especially since I was working as an HR consultant specializing in compensation.
What did you immediately do about it?
I gathered up the courage to go to my manager and asked if she was willing to assess my pay. She gave me a 23% salary increase, no questions asked.
What have you done since then?
To gain more experience, I worked as a compensation consultant within top HR consulting firms like EY, Willis Towers Watson. And shortly after that, I realized that in order to really understand how organizations manage compensation, I needed to move into internal comp roles. I moved into in-house roles as compensation analyst, promoted to manager roles, working my way up to senior director within companies like Zendesk. What I experienced was that doing the routine things related to compensation like job leveling, market pricing, updating salary ranges was so painful to do. I was a team of one managing all of these things for up to even thousands of employees. It felt frustrating because there was no one-stop shop to help with compensation comprehensively. I realized it's not that companies don't want to pay fairly, they just don't have the right data and tools. So in 2017, I founded Kamsa, where I automated all these routine tasks and incorporated reliable global market data to help companies build a comprehensive compensation solution all in one place.
What companies has Kamsa worked with?
We've worked with companies across various industries, companies like Peloton, Masterclass, Airalo, Credit Sesame, Outdoorsy, Monarch Tractor, Natron Energy, and hundreds of others.
What specific goals does Kamsa help these companies accomplish?
Our compensation experts help companies like these to job level across the org, build and update compensation structures, and model out salary and equity budgets. We then leverage trends and insights across these companies to scale paying employees fairly across the globe. We help create career paths across the org that allow leaders to communicate growth opportunities for their employees. We handle all things compensation, which then allows companies, of course, to focus on driving the business impact they know is possible.
How does all of this help with equal pay?
We make sure employees are being paid fairly, meaning aligned to latest market trends, but also being paid equitably internally. We help companies make sure there aren't wide pay gaps amongst employees in the same job. We objectively look at the jobs the employees are in. For example, we job level and job match based on the business need and the requirements and responsibilities of the job and not the individual. That allows for apples to apples comparison to assess how employees' pay compares against market. The process we go through for companies organically removes unconscious bias from pay decisions and sets up a scalable compensation structure and program that enhance equal pay for equal work. I don't want people, teams, and HR teams to go through the same pains I went through. I want company leaders to have the right tools and insights they need to make informed pay decisions.
So, how is Kamsa different from other compensation solutions?
So we built our own machine learning to expedite job leveling and matching process where you can accurately market price the jobs against the market. And in addition to our technology, we go a step further where our compensation experts audit and confirm the job matches for you. With other market data survey providers, you have to pay them thousands of dollars and you have to take their raw data and spend endless hours making sense of the data. And I call it Frankensteining the data because it's so wonky. Like the IC5 level data is lower than the IC4 data. The variances between the midpoints are too close together. Market data sometimes is missing for a job family or a job level that you need it for. We not only believe in the quantity of the data points, but also the quality of the data. We want to make sure it's basically out of the box where the progression between the midpoints makes sense and you don't have to spend that hours of time Frankensteining the ranges together. And you don't have to go through the tedious survey submission. We believe in that human touch where the compensation experts are there as an extension of your team to basically help with whatever compensation questions or initiatives that come up throughout the year. Whether it's helping to revisit or update your compensation philosophy based on latest market trends, or maybe you need an extra hand to budget for and get through your comp review cycle. Maybe you need to conduct an executive compensation benchmarking analysis together and create a deck that will go to the board to provide recommendations.
What actions can companies take to make sure they pay their employees fairly?
Other than get a Kamsa subscription, Companies should update and articulate their compensation philosophy, conduct job leveling and establish career paths that align with business needs, establish compensation ranges using, of course, reliable market data, ensure compensation ranges align with market and business goals, assess employees' compensation against the market, conduct regular compensation review cycles. Kamsa, the software we built, and our compensation consulting team helps with all of these things.
Can you talk a little bit more about the experience that compensation analysts go through with that tedious salary submission process?
Yeah, so in the salary submission that other surveys require, you have to job match and job level all across the org. So if you have hundreds, even thousands of employees, that can take even 6 months or more to do alone. Kamsa's machine learning and algorithms expedites that whole process where immediately when you upload and integrate your employee data to Kamsa, it does it automatically within literally seconds.
Wow. And so you said that Kamsa's machine learning can help expedite this process and do it in seconds, which is super impressive. How long did it take you to put Kamsa together and build this machine learning?
It actually took a lot of careful machine learning algorithms to increase the accuracy of how it matches jobs against the market survey data. So for example, like if they have direct reports, our machine learning knows to match it against the M level or management level. So it knows, for example, if you keep matching your internal job, a certain title to a certain job match in Kamsa, it'll learn that over time. And going forward, as anyone get promoted into that role, or if you hire someone into that role, it knows to match it to that same job consistently across the org. Another example is not only does Kamsa get to know, but also our compensation experts, they'll know over time that you do comp review cycles in every January and July. So we know to touch base with you a few months before that to make sure you have the right budget, offer to help project plan and execute your comp reviews every year.
Can you talk a little bit more about the compensation review calculator that Kamsa has?
We have a budget calculator that quickly helps budget for your comp review cycles, whether it's the cash part, so salary increases, whether it's merit, promotion increases, as well as the equity. So if you do equity refresh grants, then it also calculates how many shares you need for all those refresh and promotion grants that you want to process.
Do you have any videos or anything on your website to showcase what Kamsa has to offer without the commitment of going through and sitting through a meeting?
Yeah, absolutely. On Kamsa.com, there's a button that says, how does Kamsa work? Click on that. We have a video that gives you a 3-minute overview of how Kamsa works.
How can people get in touch?
Go to Kamsa.com to learn more and schedule a demo.
Awesome. Lola Han, CEO and founder of Kamsa, thank you so much for your time today.